This is what I've been doing. What we did last year. I did a lot of Notion things for myself and for medics. I used Notion for my resume and like my personal resume, and I used Notion for my streaming stuff. There are friends that I've shown a bunch of my work to. I've been doing Notion stuff for a few years now. 2025 was the year that I really used Notion to focus on myself. I did a bunch of research for myself as a VTuber, moved house, I set up my Buy Me a Coffee page, and I set up other pages related to that. You want to talk about your services in detail? I set up a bunch of stuff in hopes that I can do more for myself this year, which leads into my New Year resolution. Now you might be wondering, what the fuck is Buy Me a Coffee? Or you might not be wondering, but you want to know more. And that's why Medic is asking about my services in detail. But look at me. I'm really bad at discussing my services in detail because I cannot for the life of me, and I find this to be an issue. I'm picking a bone with you. Dude, you're really bad at trying to find a job, and when you actually set up things for your freelance, you are so bad at trying to find ways to make money. Even though you want to use money and you need money to live, you need money for your hobbies, you need money for your equipment, you're so bad. You're so bad at finding it. You need money. So don't hate it. You can hate the methods, but don't actually hate it for yourself. This is your way. This is your time to actually find money for yourself, to make your own money. Financial stability. Don't you want that? Don't you want financial stability? Don't you want to get married and move out? Bad girl. Okay, pep talk done. So my services, basically, I want to start doing things because I was not comfortable with doing a bunch of things for people. Or there was a point in time where I figured that I wanted to open up commissions. What kind of commissions? I don't know. I do draw, but not to the extent that I want, to sell it for sure. But I can still apply it to existing stuff that I do. Currently, wait. Currently, I want to focus on VOD scrubbing. One thing I absolutely hate is I'll stream, I'll be finished streaming, and then there is at least 3 to 5 hours of VODs. And not just one VOD, multiple VODs. And then Twitch does this thing where they limit how many hours of VODs highlights on your channel. So you can't keep it. And for a while, I was doing my own VOD scrubbing. I'll look for my own clips because, it'd be like that. For a while, I'll do that. But then I started helping medics. I started helping him because I feel bad. And obviously I want to spend time with my boyfriend. I want to spend time with my future husband. I want to spend time with him and I want to help out where I can because I'm really bad at doing things for myself. So I want to help him out. And then I realized, this isn't bad. There's an interest in people, grabbing highlights and clips from your VODs. And obviously in order for some things to get to medics, he's editing things. He's editing other things. And VOD scrubbing requires you to kind of sit down and focus on it. You can probably multitask, but you can't really multitask VOD scrubbing. So that's one of the things I wanted to do. Let me actually pull up the fucking website. I want to talk more about that because that is my biggest focus of the year. I want to be able to provide other services for people, not just as a means of convenience, because definitely I'm providing starting prices. Because I'm very baby at these things. So I have this thing that I set up on Buy Me a Coffee. Buy Me a Coffee is one of the only ways that I can receive payments, tips, donations for anything in particular. And Buy Me a Coffee takes the least amount of money. Yes, there's fees and you can only get payouts weekly, but there's no minimum for these things. So I realized that it's not just a page where you can get paid or people can pay you money or anything. It's not just that kind of page. It actually has galleries, posts, memberships. You can set up memberships here. What? So it has a bunch of things, and I've been using it for showing my services because obviously, people will that I'm working with, I would eventually want them to pay me through this. So what better way to have like all of your information mostly in one tab? I want to do bot scrubbing services. I'm really bad at advertising myself, so please bear with me. I want to do that. That is really it. How else am I supposed to say it? I just want to cut up your videos for you at a convenient price. I'm saying this right now. This is like not the only thing I'm doing. So those prices would reflect how much of my day I can actually commit to that. I don't know if I will actually advertise it completely by myself, but it's a start. I have something. This is something to work with. This is an experiment, which brings me back to my note earlier. So here you go. Treat my New Year resolutions as what they are. They're experiments. You want to boil it down to experiments, because if I don't treat them as experiments, I'm going to be a perfectionist about it. I'm going to beat myself over doing nothing because I'm afraid of failing, and I want to treat it as it is. It's an experiment. If it doesn't work out, fine. Trial and error. Figure out a different way. So it's an experiment. Close that. Open the fucking page. Do it. So yes, I want to do VODs. I want to scrub your VODs for you. I'm going to scrub them clean. I want to scrub them. I want to help you with that. And I'll do it. Tips are always welcome, yes, but at least make sure that I'm actually doing the job first. And then I put on some other things that I've done for Google. I've done like Google Sheets, templates, whatever, for events. If you're not aware, people, mainly VTubers, I guess. I've never really seen other streamers have like specific sign-up sheets with Google Sheets. People tend to use Google Sheets to have like signups for their own events. I don't know who started it. I just help my friends out with these sometimes as a mod. I'll probably still do it for them as a mod, but if you specifically want me to set up everything, like use my templates, set up page, like what games to play, specific dates, because sometimes you would think it's just a simple sign-up sheet, but there's other things that I have to embed into your sign-up sheet to actually make it function. So that's that. And then I wanted to also help other people with Notion, because I've helped myself with Notion. I've used it to help Medix with his workload. I've used it for our own personal things as well. So if you have worked with Medix, or if you're aware of the stuff that Medix has done for like video editing purposes, it's more than likely that I've had some sort of input with not just the video editing, but also with how often that he references and whatnot. It's just a page for him to like, just work things in general. I don't know why I'm dancing around it. I work a lot with Notion I've been working with Notion for the past, I would say this is the 3rd or 4th year now. And I've been looking at the updates very closely. So any Notion related work, not just simple websites setup. I did not know Medix did editing. Yeah, he does video edits for people. Streaming related things, Notion related things, and I know it's a pretty short list, but that's why I also set up a thing. You can kind of request me to, I don't know, help you with your OBS, because that's one thing that I do a lot for a bunch of people. So this is what I mean by odd job. Yeah, I did try to do video editing by myself. If I focus hard enough, I can cut through VODs. I just need a workflow. I can do that relatively faster now compared to last year. Medix knows how much I've improved in that regard. And you guys probably didn't know this. I used to study film back in the day, and I also in my free time watch a lot of movies, a lot of anime with Medix. And half the time when we're watching those things, I'm yapping a lot. I might not be that great at editing, but I'm good at like pointing out things. And I do the same for my brother, who's done professional photography. I've helped him with creative direction. I can like somewhat visualize or try to give some sort of instruction or direction, creative direction on a couple of different things. And I've been helping out Medix with that. So if anything, I'm expanding a little bit on, it's helping Medix more or less. For the people that have asked for art commissions in the past, you could still do that. I might reject it. Feel free to shoot your shot. I drew my own overlay. This is one of the simplest overlays visual wise, but this is fully an overlay that I drew, hand drawn, quote unquote hand drawn, or freehanded on digital. And I want to do more of that. I also did me and Medix's panels. I might actually have to do a gallery, so that'd be like, here guys, here's my little portfolio, here's the shit that I did. And I want to do more of that. I'm not ready to provide commissions for stream assets in general, but if you, I don't know, definitely if you want something drawn at an abstract methods, then I'm ready. That is, it's bad. It's bad at explaining. It's bad at advertising, let alone myself, because I also, once again, I hate putting myself out there. This is why, like, when I stream, at most I'll just announce it to my Discord, or I used to announce it on Twitter, but then like there's not really much reach on Twitter. Yeah, brain, wait, commands, do your commands for buy me a coffee. You see the QR code at the corner? Please let me know if the QR code is too fast. I'm the one that made that. I didn't host that on a website or anything. It's just a simple thing. I can only do simple things. But the brainstorming, the effort that goes into it is definitely not simple. It's way beyond simple. Just the fact that it looks so simple, despite like how much effort is put into it, I feel like that's a lot. Again, I don't credit myself enough for these things. So I need to pat myself more on the back this year. The page for commissions regarding VOD scrubbing is live now. It's been live for a while. I try my best to schedule it, but my schedule's always been a bit too hyper flexible. So I'm hoping that with my family, like my IRL family, I'm hoping that once I actually set things properly, that they'll, I don't know, please take me seriously. Please take me seriously. I have other things to do as well. You can't just entertain you all the time, mom and dad. Some cat is licking somewhere and I'm not happy with it. I'll be yapping. I yapped a lot. I'm really bad at keeping on track, so I have a notepad. I have a notepad on the screen. There's a lot of key jingling and a lot of things that I've done. I'm not caffeinated enough, so I'm not okay.